Live session starts now. Good evening, 7:11 p.m. Eastern Time. We're here live to talk about this latest immigration news, memo on prosecutorial discretion, and the DV Lottery 2025 that starts today. Let's get right into the subject. Are you here? Are you here so we can get started? If you have a comment, just leave it in the comment section, okay? Leave your comment in the comment section. If you have a comment, how are you? I can see we got 2 people in. I know today it's a little late because, we got work to do. Michael Otang and Power, how are you? How are you feeling tonight? And where are you? Are you in the States? What part? So we're gonna get started. We're gonna talk about this memo on prosecutorial discretion, exactly what you have to do in order to get your case dismissed, right? So let me share the screen so we can get started. You're doing great. Yes, nice to hear that. We are doing good as well. New Jersey in the house. Yeah. I have a friend in New Jersey. She's a criminal lawyer in New Jersey and family law in New Jersey, and New York, of course. But yeah, thanks for joining. If you're here really for the first time, or if you're not for the first time, please go ahead and like, share, share this video and like so we can get started. Seattle in the house. Hi, Annie. How are you? West Peachy official. Hi, how are you? How you feeling tonight? We are talking about this prosecutorial discretion. I'm going to share my screen in a minute so that I can talk about it. West Peachy official, where are you? What state? Name your state so we know where you are actually watching us from. Let me share the screen in a minute here so we can talk about this prosecutorial discretion. Okay, so we have this prosecutorial discretion, right? And it's effective immediately. This one, the memo, like guidance, right? It was issued on September 28th, 2023, last month. This is the latest news, right, as far as prosecutorial discretion is concerned. And they're really trying to tell us who's priority and who's not priority. And it's coming from David O'Neill, the director of EOR adjudication and stuff like that. So what are they trying to talk to us about? Remember that we had a case that went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court held in favor of this administration. So, and now they have some guidance as far as who's a priority when it comes to deportation, enforcement priorities, right? So exactly this is what they're trying to say, right? Um, the Mallorca and the Dolly memo, right, identify DHS civil immigration enforcement priorities, right? Who are priority? Those are 3 group of category: non-citizen, right? Non-citizen who pose a threat to national security. I hope you can see, right? Let me put it a little bigger, right? Okay. Yeah. So non-citizen who pose a threat to national security, meaning non-citizen who engage in or suspected of terrorism, espionage, or terrorism-related or espionage-related activities, or who otherwise pose a danger to national security. This person is a priority. So when they are ordered removed, ICE is going to execute that order of removal. Okay. Who else? Non-citizen who pose a current threat to public safety, typically because of serious criminal conduct. The person with a serious criminal conduct is a priority. So if they're order removed, just know that ICE is going to execute on that order of removal. So they're going to physically remove them. Okay. And then we have non-citizens who pose a threat to border security, meaning non-citizens who were the people who come at the border, right, unlawfully attempting to enter the United States as of the cutoff. Basically, everybody who came November 1st, 2020, and were apprehended there, right, who unlawfully entered the United States after November 1st, 2020, and were subsequently apprehended in the United States. This is also a people who cause a threat, border security. Those people, those three categories of people are priority enforcement. Simply means that when they go to court and their order removed, ICE is going to execute that order of removal. As a matter of fact, ICE is tracking them down, so to speak. And so what does it mean for somebody in removal? This memo really simply means that if somebody is in removal, right, what are they trying to do? They're trying to encourage people to, if they're not a priority, then they can get a dismissal, right? So they can get a dismissal if they're not a priority, or they can get administrative closure if they're not a priority. This is something that your lawyer can ask. If the case is weak and you're not a priority, administrative closure is best. So that way you keep a work permit. If you have a humanitarian reason, such as children really that are younger, especially U.S. citizen, then later on they can petition for you, right? You can ask for administrative closure. In any other case, dismissal, maybe you can go and adjust status with USCIS. And even if you have a case pending in terms of you have been order removed a long time ago and they never executed that order of removal, yes, you can try to ask them with this doily memo, right? You see this doily memo and try to ask ICE to actually dismiss your case, join them by the manner of prosecutorial discretion and try to ask them to dismiss your case. This is what's going on right now, okay? You can go on and on with it and actually read it for yourself, but that's the guidance, okay? And on appeal, even on appeal, they're trying to encourage ICE to basically, if the case is, they can withdraw their appeal so that the person doesn't have to go on appeal, okay? Especially when there is a dismissal or something that the judge has granted, right? So, and then administrative closure is something too people can try to ask in terms of really having something going on for you as far as the work permit is concerned. So in other words, because if a person is not a priority, they can take advantage of this memo, either dismiss the case or administratively close it. Dismiss it so they can adjust status with USCIS, administrative closure so that they can keep the work permit and keep working, right? While they're waiting for something else to come up. Like if somebody has a U.S. citizen child who's gonna at some point turn 21, administrative closure could be a strong type of relief if the case is really weak, you know. So that's what's going on. And this applies to really anybody who, even the person who has an order of removal and trying to reopen the case, dismiss removal so they can adjust status. We can use the same memo and try to really ask ICE to join us so we can dismiss the case and try to get people to, which is not that easy, but it's something that we can try to advocate so that the person can get their case dismissed and adjust status with USCIS. So that's number one. Number two, we have the DV lottery, right? It's here. If you go to https / dvprogram.states.gov, okay, semicolon here, right? So, and you just enter the like the instructions are here, photo example are here, and the person can enter their they can play their lottery, especially for students, right? Because students are usually within a lawful status. If they play the lottery and they win, they can get they can try to adjust status based on that, right? So based on DV, so it's going on. It's something to keep in mind. So I'm gonna stop here and take some questions. Okay, questions. Oh, Missouri, West Peachy official from Missouri. How are you? Oh, how are you? Doing great. Oh, Annie, I'm doing great. Thanks. Thanks for asking. Yeah, so I'm doing great. Danny Mugeni, how are you? Yes, if somebody has a question, let's just get into it and answer those questions. But this is a great opportunity for someone with a deportation order of removal to actually try to reopen the case, dismiss removal, and adjust status with USCIS if they have something to actually adjust, right? So if not, too, we can still ask ICE to dismiss the case because they're not a priority, right? Based on those guidance. Hi, Agnes Ojeladi. How are you? Thanks for coming back. I guess yesterday you were here, right? Agnes Ojeladi. I hope I'm saying your name correctly, right? I hope. I guess yesterday you were here. How are you? How are you feeling tonight? It's 7/20/22, right? Sorry, 7/22. 7:22 p.m. Oh yes, you are here. Thanks for coming back. And don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. We're, if you have a question, just drop it in the comments. We're trying to take some questions tonight, and hopefully we are going to answer all questions. And it looks like today people really don't have a lot of questions, right? But yes, so that's what's going on right now. So we have DV lottery that started today. It's open. Anybody can apply. But when it comes to adjusting status, that's when we have the entire video about it, right? If a person is unlawfully present here, can they adjust status with the lottery? My friend, just go and watch my previous video. It's somewhere on my YouTube channel, DV lottery and adjustment of status. But for people who are lawfully present, like students, specifically students on F1 visa, this is a great opportunity for them to adjust status. H1B visa, temporary visas, like temporary work visas. If you win and you are on a work visa, temporary, you can adjust status. So this is a great opportunity going on. And for people who are in removal, again, prosecutorial discretion, this is a new memo that came, pretty much guiding us on how to behave in court, right? When we are trying to stipulate on those facts and issues with ICE. So, and if somebody has some type of old order of removal, yes, then they can go ahead and try that. How long does it take for PD approval? It depends. From my experience, I've dealt with people here in Baltimore under maybe 6 months. I've dealt with Chicago. They were pretty fair, 2 months. I've dealt with Atlanta, Georgia for about 4 months. Right now, under Biden, it's going a little faster than under Trump. Under Trump, it took, I had a case where it took at least 2 years. That was Ohio, right? That's like 5th Circuit or 6th Circuit. I can't really, I don't know exactly what circuit, but yeah, it just depends on what state, depend on who you're talking to. Yeah, it can range from 1 month to 2 years, still trying to get them to approve something. So, but it's worth trying, because once they do it, that's it. The case is dismissed. The person can, in fact, adjust status. And if the person does not have a case with the court and they're adjusting status with USCIS, then they can ask for travel document too and try to travel. Hi, Bijoux. Oh, Amy, how are you? How are you feeling tonight? Thanks for coming back. And please like. Oh, Pennsylvania. I've never really dealt with ICE in Pennsylvania, but I'm assuming it's the same process, right? Maybe it's 4 months, 3 months. It just depends. Uh, I've seen cases went to from 1 month to 2 years just to try to get somebody to approve on something. But what I do here is that I do follow up at least, I will follow up until they get tired of me and then just give me some type of answer. Yeah, like today I was talking to ICE somewhere in Indiana. I sent an email in the morning. They responded in the afternoon. So it just depends on who you're dealing with. Oh, you love and like at the same time. Thanks, Amy. Thanks for coming back. And yeah, thanks for liking and thanks for sharing as well. That really appreciate. That's how we get people, right? So once you share, some people may see it and maybe it's gonna help them and maybe they're gonna call. Any other question? If we don't have question, we can just hang up because it's 7:27. Yeah. So this is those are the two only news I have for tonight. Agnes Ojelade, it's just depend, right? I can't really tell you for sure how long it's gonna take, but what I can say, I've seen cases taking from 1 month to 2 years. Where are you located anyway? Where are you located? Might have an idea based on where you're located. If you're located in the Baltimore area, at least up to 6 months. And sometimes they just tell you the same day if they're gonna reopen or not, right? Like today, I sent an email to ICE in Indiana. They sent me the response the same day. Texas, they're sometimes Texas, they're good on other stuff. They do respond. Trust me, Texas. It doesn't mean the response are good, but they actually actively respond to email. But they're tough with the way they do things. So that's how I see Texas. They're really tough because that's where all those decisions come. So I like all those decisions, like about DACA, about this, about that. It just almost always come from federal court in Texas. They're really tough, but as far as getting them to respond to something, they're really fast in responding. So I don't think it will take too long in Texas, to be honest. I cannot guarantee, of course, but I don't think it'll take too long because Texas, they do respond. And they're fair. They're really fair in terms of if something doesn't match, they're really fair. You can see the fairness in what they do, even if they're tough, but they're really fair. The people that I don't consider fair, especially like Missouri, Ohio. Oh my gosh, I don't think they're fair, to be honest with you. But Texas, they're fair. They're tough, but they're fair. So, oh, Amy, good willing, you email me soon. I can't wait. Yes, waiting for you to email me. I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you, Amy. That would be great. Who else? Who else has a question? I don't think we have more questions today. So I guess we answer all the questions, right? Anybody else has a question we can take? It's 7:30 before we before we stop for today, because you can see my eyes. I'm really tired for the day. It has been a long day, trust me. It has been a long day. Oh, it's turned back to 4 months. Yeah, it's just how long, Adiaya and Anthony, how long it has been? When somebody apply for I-130, I will, to be honest with you, I tell the people just wait for 1 year and a half. That's it. 1 year and a half. It's going to be like uh 18 to 19 months. Yeah. So it doesn't mean something is going on. It just means that it's taking too long. That's it. It's like processing time takes too long. Some Yeah, it doesn't mean anything is going on. It just means that it's taking forever. So my question to you is, when did you apply? Like what month, what year? March 2023. Oh my gosh, not even a year. Anthony, you have a long way to go. That's not even 1 year. That's why they're just gonna be pushing the date like that. Yeah, that's not even 1 year. To be honest with you, when somebody apply for I-130, especially if they apply with green card together, right? Just go with the timeline of the green card. So I always say give it at least for the green card based on marriage. I always say give it at least 2 years. For if you apply I-130 alone, give it 1 year and a half, which is gonna be like um, 18 months, 18 and 19 months. Yeah, but yeah, he needs to be patient. He just applied in March 2023. Anthony, you need patience. You need patience. Yeah, give it at least a year. Yeah, at least. But Anthony, if you wanna expedite, you can always, if you have some reasons, right? As far as expedite request is concerned, you can always call them or email them to expedite if you have reasons. And sometimes they might respond to expedite if there's a legit reason, like some serious illness, um, something along those lines. Yeah, sometimes they might do it faster if you have good reason for expedite request. But other than that, just give it time. Oh, how long? West Memphis, it just depends. There's no date. Like, yeah, there's no timeline for it. It can take from 1 month to 2 years. I've seen cases going to 1 month to 2 years. How to expedite your I-130? If you want to expedite your I-130, you just call them. Uh, you're beautiful, Lord. Thank you. Who's that? Timothy Joseph Kewusola. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you want to expedite your I-130, what we do is you just call them and say, I'd like to expedite my case. Then they're going to ask you why. What is the reason? Then you give your reasons. But most importantly, in writing is better. Then you send them the evidence you have as far as the reason you have as to why. Adola Anthony, do you actually have a valid reason? Adea Anthony, do you have a valid reason? I can guide you as far as like if you schedule a consultation, right? That's what I can do. I can guide you, tell you exactly what you can do as far as expedited requests, because it's not guaranteed. Like if you hire a lawyer, it's gonna work. It's just what evidence do you have? But I can guide you as far as what exactly they're looking at when you're asking an expedited request. Anthony, just schedule a consultation, okay? The link is in the description box. I can guide you and you can do it yourself. So let me give you the link for consultation, okay? I'm gonna put it in the comment. So let me give you the link for consultation. I'm not available tomorrow, but I'll be available Friday, okay? This is the link I'm putting here in the comment. Just get the link for consultation. It's in the comment. Just schedule a consultation. Don't be calling me. Just schedule a consultation. Then we're going to talk about it. I'm located in Washington, D.C. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Amy. Yeah, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you. Maryland, Washington, the office is in Washington, D.C. Yeah. Where am I really located? As far as the office is concerned, Washington, D.C. Okay. Yeah. So my consultation are on Zoom. Okay. Are you located, Timothy Joseph Kewasola? Are you located in Washington, D.C.? This is the link for consultation. If you need a consultation, you can schedule it right here. Okay. Any more questions? Any more questions? Do you have questions? If you do not have questions, then we can just hang up. You are in Maryland. Well, Maryland and Washington, D.C. it's almost the same thing, right? It's like 20 minutes away from there. So, but if you need to schedule a consultation, did you do asylum case? Yes, I do asylum case. I do asylum cases. Are you in court or are you like with USCIS? You want to file with USCIS? Anyway, Timothy, if you need a consultation, you can schedule it, okay? The link is right there. Just schedule it. We could talk about your asylum case. Wally, what do you mean how much is to hire? Consultation, you have to start with consultation first so we know your case. Consultation fees are $175. So you have to schedule a consultation, then we know what type of cases, we ask you questions, we know the background, then we give you a price. We can just randomly give you a price without knowing what case. What if you have criminal record? What if you have serious crimes? You know what I mean? Anyway, Wally, the consultation link is right there, okay? You can schedule it on your own time. Any more questions? My consultation is between 30 to 40 minutes. The Zoom link at 40 minutes is going to stop. But we can talk about all the things that you want to talk about within that 30 to 40 minutes. You don't need that much time. Especially you just want to expedite. I'm just going to tell you this is what you're going to do, blah, blah, blah. You don't need that much time. 30 to 40 minutes, that's it. We're going to cover everything you need to talk about your case. Okay? So, Wally. Okay. I think I got everybody's questions. Yeah, I got everybody's questions. Thank you for coming. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Of course, please, you have to share. And yes, until next time. I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, but I might be here Friday. So in any case, just thank you. Thank you very much, Amy, and God bless you too. Thanks. Bye-bye. Stay safe too. Bye.